So the brushes that you need for this painting today are your Bristle brush, and that's a size 10, but you can use a half an inch or even an inch depending on your canvas. And you need a liner brush, which is also called a rigger brush. See, for those little twigs and things. Another small round brush, these here. So for branches and twigs, you're going to need liner brushes and small round brushes. And you're also going to need a flat chiseled edge synthetic brush. Size, this one says size 12, but like I say, judge it by your painting, what you're going to need and how it fits. So that's all for the brushes. You can have a few extras handy. You can use Filberts, you can use any flats, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people use fan brushes, all kinds of brushes. So just but the ones I point out here, they're the ones I'm going to use. So that's it for the brushes. And the paints that you need for this painting are black and white. And I have sap green. Hard to see the colors on the palette there now because it's they're pretty dark. Burnt umber, dark. Ultramarine blue. They're all pretty dark. There's a red, cad yellow, and white. So cadmium. That's why I say cad, because of cadmium. Okay, so that's your colors for your painting today. Get started with this painting. All you need is some chalk, and you're going to come down under halfway, so about 1/3, so around a third. And in the middle of your painting, make a little mark. Okay, see the mark? And then what you're going to do is take a line right to the corner of your canvas. And then take another line to the corner of this part. So it's nice and wide. Good. The first thing I'm going to do is I'll take my bristle brush. Because my canvas is 11 by 14, I'm just going to use a size 8 bristle. And I'm going to take some white paint, and I'm going to add a teeny weeny bit of red to it. Not very much, as you can see. It's just very, very light pinkish color, but even whiter than that. Okay? Barely see the pink. Alright. So you're going to start in the middle here and go up and down. Up and down. And if it's too pink, just go into your white. Just go into white, load your brush with white. And put that in there. Make sure there's lots of paint on there. I put a bit of pink in there just so you could actually see it. Right? Hope you can see that. So get that center pinkish color. Now, as we come out, we're going to make some more color over here and here. And I thought, add a little bit of blue to what you just did. More white, just so it won't be too, want really light. Okay, really light. And we'll go on this side. And we'll blend that in with your pinkish color. See that nice blend there? Just come right over into it. You should still just get a nice blend. So let's work on this side first. I think that'll be best because you want to keep the paint wet. So now, as we go out further, add a little more blue paint. A little more red, not too much, but enough to make it a nice color. And now we're going to add red to it. White. White. Okay. A little more blue. I like to have it on the blue side. There we go, that's better. So just mix it until you get the color you like. Don't have to be these colors, But see how it's darkening up as it comes out? And because that blue is still wet, we just want to move away from it for now, and we will blend that in a minute. Just add more white to that to lighten it up, okay? Just pure white. Go right over that. It's pure white, okay? Now you can go into that other color to blend it. See? Because the white paint really makes a beautiful blending action. See? As we get out, we're going to go darker and darker. So you can keep that nice and light. Good. Let's just keep it nice and light. And as we get out further, we'll go with more blue, added to what we already have there. Like I said, you can use different colors. You want to go green or any color you want. These are just colors that I picked that I thought would be nice. And you get darker as we come out, so it looks like it's getting closer to you. If it dries up a little bit, just add some more white paint. That will help it spread better. Alright. So if you add white to make it spread better, just add more blue if it gets too light on you. Yeah, look at that. That's better. When we get this side done, we'll work on the other side then. That's pretty already. Now we'll work on the other side. This is probably dry on you now, so go back in and add some white and a tiny bit of red just to wet the paint again on this side. Good. Now just add more white if it gets too pink. So just go back and forth with your white. You're going to use mostly white of your paint, so you need lots of white. See how nice and bright that is there? Now you can start adding your blue. Blue, mix it with pink, just to keep that a little dark. So we're going to add a bit more white. What kind of painting it is that you got to experiment and you got to go back and forth with your whites, and you want to keep, see, because that is wet, we can blend it better. See? Right. The white saves the day. Now, then we'll just add a bit more blue. Tiny bit of red just to keep it on that purplish side. There we go. A little more blue because it's a bit too pink. Alright. So like I say, this is a good lesson in learning how to blend. So we'll keep going, and let's go in with some more blue. And we'll go on this side here. See how it darkens up when you add more blue. And you may need to add more white to get those two colors to blend right there. So make sure that you put the white in here on that edge, just so it will blend nicely. Isn't that pretty? Just by using your white, that helps blend. Like I said, saves the day. Now we're going to add more blue, and we're going to finish it off over here. Just go up and down. Use that line as a guide. Get some more blue when you need it. And now just add a bit of white. Get that all to blend nicely. See how the white like just takes everything and turns it into a beautiful blend. Now, that's pretty nice. That's our little start of our forest. And see how we have this all opened up here, so having those lines there really helps to keep the paint away from the bottom part here. It's our little path. So this time you're going to take your liner brush. We're going to make some really faded out trees in the background here where you can barely see them. So get a bit of water on your brush so that it's kind of dripping. But you don't want it to drip on your canvas, so just tap it off. And then run through some of the paint that you already have there. You want to make it a little more purple, just add some red. And white, so it fades out. So we want it to really, really be faded. We don't want to be able to see too much of it yet. Alright, let's try that. So they're in the background here. This is the end of the road. We'll just add more white if it's too dark. So just pull up, pull up, pull up. We don't hardly see them, so let's add more water to our brush. Make sure you got lots of water on your brush now. But you have to wipe it off in here because you don't want to have it dripping all over your canvas. So you want to make a nice little glaze. You don't want to be able to see it too much. Okay, so up. It's okay if it's a little bit crooked. Make it nice and tall. I'm just going to get some more water. Make it up. Straight up. I'm making them a little bit darker for you so you can see them on the video. But if you want to make them lighter, just add white. Just add lots of white so that they're almost unseen. Go, that's it. Just there in the background. The light shining through. So I hope you can see that. There we go. So we'll mix up a bit of purple again, add a little bit more on the red side, and we'll add water to that to make it almost like a glaze. So add water to it so that it's nice and runny. Well, not runny so that it runs all over the place, but so that it's nice and watery. And this might make it easier for you. So let's put a few. So this is your line right here. Keep that so that you can see it, okay? I'm just going to bring that over here. You don't have to do this, I'm just doing it for the video. Just want to make sure you can see those lines, okay? So you don't have to do that. I'm just going to do that for you. So, we'll get some tree trunks here. Make sure it's nice and bright. We don't want it too dark yet. So let's bring up some more here. These are thin ones for now. They're in the background. Add more white if you have to. Alright, we'll just go straight up. Just straight up. And we can add a couple more here, don't matter. I'm going to be putting more trees over that. Once it is good there, put some on the other side. So make sure your paint is nice and wet. And you're using your long liner brush. It's on the reddish purplish side. Okay. And we'll do some more here. Straight up. Straight up. It's almost, you know, if you follow the line of the road, it might be tempting to go follow that line and go over this way. Don't do that. Go straight up. Okay, straight up. Make sure you're nice and vertical. So just put a few on the edge here. Good. I think that should be enough. Okay. Just trying to make a little forest. And we'll do some darker ones now as we come up. So let's add a little bit of blue to that paint, just so we can darken them up a little bit. Some white. Not too dark yet. Some in the background here. These are your background trees, okay? That's why they're... Okay, you can still go over some of those there too. Just straight up. Straight up. Wet your brush if it gets too dry. I dipped in my water and I left it, the water on it this time. And I'll run it through my paint. And more. Straight up. Okay. Not too concerned now about, you know, the dark trees yet. Just putting in all these little things going on in the back of the trees, in the background. Straight up, straight up. I know it's tempting to go on the side, but stay straight up. There we go. Straight up. Now, got more. Now we'll add more on top of what we already did. So we're going to darken it a bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of burnt umber to this, just to darken it up a bit. So we're getting into the trees. And I'm going to add water. Dip your brush into water. See, it's dripping. Now you don't mind dripping because you're going to put your brush in the paint and that's going to take away those drips. Alright, so I'm going to add a bit of that color. A bit of burnt umber to your purple that you made. And we are going to add a few of those. Anywhere at all, anywhere in between the trees that you just made is fine. Okay, you might need more water. You'll see you need more water and more paint when you drag it up and nothing happens. And a few things happen, but like that. There we go. Straight up. Some in between. Alright. That one there looks a little crooked. You gotta be careful. Try to get straight up. Just adding more water and more paint. Putting these in the behind. If it helps you, you could use a ruler and use a ruler to help you. On this side. You can go over what you did, or you can just go between what you did, because we don't want to lose the ones in the background either. If you lose some of the ones in the background, you can always put them back. Just add more white paint, more water. That's why I'm making them so thin, because I want to keep them in the background. I'm not coming all the way to the top of the canvas, but I'm coming almost all the way up. The bigger trees will take care of that. Alright, that's not too bad there so far. Now let's add the burnt umber and the blue, just so we can get a nice dark color. Blue, ultramarine blue, burnt umber. That'll darken it up nice for you. I'll put a few. Now I'm using my flat synthetic brush. Not real big, as you can see, compared to the canvas. Like I say, it's hard. I can tell you it's a size 12, and different brands have different sizes. But just judge it by the size of your canvas, okay? So let's take this chiseled edge brush and keep it this way as you come over. Touch the chiseled edge here, wherever you're going to put your tree. Touch and pull up. There's one tree. And maybe another one. There's a big one there. Maybe I'll use that one. Use a chiseled edge, but push. Make a tree nice and big. Alright, then we got that one. Another couple here. Another one here. Might need to add more blue just to make it darker. Up, 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 up. Alright, let's do some more. Burnt umber and ultramarine blue. Maybe there's a big one right here. So just push in to get it to widen out, and add a little bit of water if it won't move. Okay, so as you can see, it's a bit wet there. I just added water and I didn't wipe it off, but I wiped it into my paint so it wouldn't drip all over my canvas. So a nice big one right here, straight up on the canvas. Keep doing it until you get that filled in. Just need more paint. All the way to the top. There we go. So that's the bigger one. We'll do some more on the other side now in a minute. Alright, let's do another one over here. We'll probably go between those ones there. On the chiseled edge, touch and pull up. Yeah, you can make adjustments if you want. Sometimes when I'm painting I see things that need to be fixed. Let's see, one there. Maybe another one here somewhere. Getting it straight up is the thing. Just go straight up. Lots of paint, a bit of water just to keep it moving. I just added a bit of water to my brush that time. If you add too much water, it's possible the paint may come off. But take your time. We got another one here. Let's see if we get that one up here. Just check and see we're still there. I put on my magic glasses if I can't see you. Let's keep this going. Keep it going right to the top. That's better. See how it pushes back the other trees? It's starting to come along now. This tree here needs to be a little darkened. Alright, that's good. You can put the trees whatever way you want. Now let's put some branches on these to make them look a little more realistic. You might have a branch. I'm using chiseled edge brush again. Make sure you have a chiseled edge. See how thin that is? And we may go to a liner brush now too in a little while. So let's just take a little branch coming out over here. See that? Don't push too hard and you should get a nice thin line. If you have a problem with that, then just, I'm going to add some white to my paint because back here is a little faded. Might put some branches on those too. Just a little branch right here. And then we'll go back. So you want to put branches on these back here. Just use the lighter paint. Let's see if we can get one out here. Get that edge chiseled. Chisel, chisel. Starting on the tree and then come out. Okay, like that. So each tree may have a couple of branches so far. We have a couple there, and we have another one here and here. Let's see now what we can do. Up this way and pull out. Let's just do a couple at a time so we won't get all confused. It's easier to go slow and figure things out. We'll take one, maybe go this way or something. Maybe we'll have a few little ones there. And let's see. That tree there looks pretty crooked, doesn't it? Let's just take that down a bit. That's better. So you can always fix your trees and fix up things that you want to fix up. Maybe there's another one coming out here. Let's go over this one because that's in front of this one, so, and this one's in front of this one, so you could even bring out this one over this one because they're in front of each other. Alright, and we'll put some smaller ones on there in a little while. So let's try another one. Let's just take out one here maybe. And maybe another one here. Just trying to think of where they would be. And maybe there's one coming in here. Maybe the tree is behind the canvas and we can't see it. Could be another one over here too. So we just play around. Okay, that's those. Now we'll add some of the thinner ones with our liner brush. But you can have more if you want to. If you want another one here or here or wherever. But right now I'm just going to go with what I have. So let's add, you got your liner brush, it's pretty wet. Just paint down there. Just don't let it drip. Better not. If it looks like it's going to drip, tap it off in your, not in your tissue, but in your paint, on your canvas, and that way you can still keep your brush wet. So let's take, now that's nice light here, right? So now we can take some branches and put them over the light. So let's take a branch off of this one here. Ooh, good. All right. Maybe there's another one coming off of that one. Trying to touch really lightly. I'm going to take another one off here. The more branches, more fun looks. Get some more water. Roll it around in your paint. Make sure it's not too drippy. If it looks like it's going to drip, go back into your paint and roll it around again. And let's see. Put them wherever you want. starting to look scary looking. I think it's starting to be scary looking. We don't want that. Let's take another one off of here. I kind of like lots of them. But you can have whatever way you want. There's one coming off of this one here. Touch the tree first and then come out. Touch and push. Might be a little tricky. If you make a mess, you can always go in when it's dry and go in with the background and use the background to fix up what you need to fix up. Let's try some more. It's fun. It's fun. Don't get frustrated if you can't get these lines out, okay? They can be a little bit tedious if you don't have the right brush or the right consistency of water and paint. It can be a little tricky. So, because you can see what I did there, see? I made a mess a little bit there, didn't I? See? So what I'm going to do to clean that up is I'm going to add some thinner ones. Alright, so I'm going to use my pinky finger to steady my hand. And then I'm going to touch off of there. Make a nice little small one. Trying to make it crooked. There's another one. Use my pinky, that's helping. Out. Must be the lay of the canvas. My hand won't do it. Here we go. That's better. Right. A little bit better. Ooh, I like it. It's starting to look, it's kind of looking mysterious. Let's add a couple more here. Let's see. See, I can come over that tree because it's in front of it. Any tree that's over in front, you can go in front of it. This one here. You can bring some more off of those if you want. Take them wherever you want. There we go. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. But you see what I'm doing. Making all kinds of little branches. Now, I don't know if you want any here, maybe not. They're tall trees with just branches on top. I think we're okay. I think I'll leave that. I think what I'll do now is, I think I'm going to add a few little ones back here where you can barely see them. So you can see that's the pinkish color. Right? So I got the pinkish color, and I'm going to add water, as you could hear. See, and I'm adding water. See it dripping? As long as it drips on your canvas, or on your palette is okay, but don't let it drip on your, you can see, you can tell, right? And if it starts to drip, just go back into your paint. We'll add, hopefully that's light enough. Add a few of these back here. Just so you can, need a little more color. Might add a little more color so you can see them. Just trying to add a few little ones in the background here so you can barely see them. I don't want them to be too, Just little tiny mysterious ones. Just pick out a few that you already have done. You know, pick out a few of those lighter trees in the background. And just add a few little branches to those also. If you can't see that little tiny bit of blue, we don't want to see it too much so that you can see. They just have to be faded out. Faded out. But it gives it a, you know, kind of a look that there's a forest back there. See? It's good.